episode 3, and of course we're gonna to continue to I'm going to work on the painting, on the 3D stuff I started before. I'm gonna render it, and later we'll paint it over in Photoshop. So, but for the beginning, let's talk about inspiration. As I understand, the main question of everyone is from any segment from where to take the inspiration. So I will talk a bit about it, what you can do, building a library and take inspirations from it. So I will describe it on one case, it's a village in India where I came for 1 day and 1 night. So, and it's quite important to stay during amount of hours, so you can take the place from different angles, you take pictures for specific references, this one good reference, I took it in the night, so it gives you good reference of the night shot, where later you can use as a reference for your keyframe or some concept art or whatever. And another type of pictures I take, it's for their textures, probably best time it's almost sun goes down, in most of the areas in India it's 6 p.m. 5 p.m. so 5 p.m. probably 4:30, so, and you can see all the textures, those you can use. Another thing, to take these pictures from a specific angle, like this, if you want this kind of stuff to use in your concept art or whatever. So as you can see, no light, no shadows, and frontal view works perfectly. So for the textures and projections you're using, so this is kind of a good reference for the textures and materials as well. All right. And here, good shots for you can imagine what kind of typical shot could look like, and just project through your mind any of all the movies you saw, and put there these buildings and imagine it through their your camera, how this shot could look like. So, and take this picture for your reference. It's not good for texture work, but good reference for light and shadow. And for example, now you can use it as a starting point, so just drop characters here, maybe somebody there, and now you know how the shadow gonna lie down. So it's a good reference and good starting point. Okay. So and sometimes those random photographs you take for the like keyframe reference or some light and shadow. So I get back to those photographs like this one, and like just simply open it in Photoshop. Yeah, this is the one. And it could be used as the starting point, you know, like your inspirational point, like from where you can apply many things. Like this light and shadow can give you some ideas. This whole setup, for example, if you want to say about like loneliness, some distance from somewhere else, some, I don't know, character haven't seen his home probably, I don't know, like let's use it as a moon. Yeah. Like this. How we can use this, right? Okay, one option. We can put anywhere our character and don't put it there, so it just will explain how lonely this place is. And we can even different meaning you will get if we add this kind of light over here. And this type of thing, like maybe some construction, something. And over here as well we have this. This light reflection. So this already gonna be welcoming you. This all focus of the viewer is going to here. You can even add it here. Yeah, little light. One more option we can go into. We even can add some cheerful stuff over here, some happening. You can add people over here. then whole interest goes to this part. Okay, another scenario. Yeah, we can leave this, remove this one, and for example, we can add some field over here. And here in the middle we can cover it with some road stuff, some path. Let's have, okay, a little bit of reflection of these. I don't know, maybe some weed is growing up over here. Can put some light over here. Yeah, like this. Blend it a bit. Perfect. So these elements like growing stuff, it says us about we add some suburbs. So you can put a meaning into like to environment. Add these two people over here, they are talking. It might tell us about some secret meeting or whatever, these kind of environment and slide setups. So how could be used your photograph you just took? Yeah, this is the also another option. Yeah. All right. This is this is what I did before. Yeah. So it could be used like in many ways. One of your painting and it could like inspire you for many different options and ideas, what to do and where to go. Okay, let's continue our work on the 3D file. So I switched to Windows machine because it's quite more easy to work over here because of GPU render. So in my, you just have to go to the render settings and just activate render device, which is going to be GPU, then push to this option, and like that activates your GPU, like NVIDIA or AMD, whatever you have. Cool. Perfect. All right. So let's add some kind of a tone light to a bit highlighted this scene, like ambient. You can call it like an ambient light. Okay, just let's create the scenes. Sorry, spheres. Yeah, spheres. Just like this. It's going to be a light source. If we press Ctrl A and choose this tab over here, and this Arnold section, just switch to mesh light, and let's make it, as we can see in our concept art. Yeah, these fellas like is going to be our reference, like visual design reference of this guy, and kind of the robot like a snake. I want to also add it to this scene over here, especially over here. So like a satellite character. All right, let's continue. The color of the light is something like this. Okay. Cool. Okay. Let's change intensity and duplicate it, and one over here. And let's make some fake light behind to little highlight these objects, that we can more focus on this part, like fake light. Let's make it warm. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, let's save it. As a new version. Save your daily files separately to keep it. If you will mess with your current file, then you can back up something from yesterday or even day before yesterday. Okay. Let's see what we have right now. Okay, GPU is activated. Let's see. Okay. Let's increase. Cool. One was 0, perfect. Yeah, amazing. Let's make it a little smaller, like half. Yeah, that works. Half of it, of this intensity, perfect. This is what we need. Okay. Let's get back to see our reference sketches. Alright, it's like this. This is will work, this camera angle. Yeah. Let's make a new bookmark. It's over here in the view settings of the camera. And let's make a new camera, just random camera, and let's choose it here, and let's keep it like this. Let's keep the render view over here. Do not disturb this camera and keep working on our scene. Okay. Let's move a bit our guy, yeah, like this. All right. Let's work a bit on this fella. Okay, let's press F and okay. Just want to multiply these fellas, these threads. Yeah, this one. Just Ctrl to select them all and Ctrl G to group them all, and let's modify the pivot to center it. Okay, and Control D like this. Okay. Right. In this case, let's make it off, camera base selection, and it's going to select everything. Yeah, perfect. Let's make it a little interesting. I know it's just a sketch, but just some information for the light and shadows. Cool. And let's create the new shader for this fella, for this armor. Okay, let's open Hypershade and let's switch to this tab Arnold, and over here standard surface shader. It's called materials in my, but anyway. And plastic 75 is perfect. Let's make it like this. Subsurface. Okay. Just select and assign the material. Right click. Perfect. Now we have to add to him some type of flashlight, like this fella is holding up some torchlight. Okay. The torch itself. Just Google, if you're using Blender, just Google how to do one or another thing, like any analog that you can make in Maya. Definitely is available in Blender, so just use ChatGPT to ask him what is similar in Blender. For those who use ChatGPT. Okay, and the light source. This is going to be our light source for the flashlight. Control A, okay. Mesh light. Let's make like this third part of it. Yeah. And let's add small light comes that is coming from this fella. Yeah. Like let's make it red. And save time to time your file. All right. Look. Maybe this light is just like this. Yeah, cool. To fake our light from their torchlight, we just can make this spotlight, just apply it over the stump. Yeah, like this. Cubic decay rate and intensity is something like this, maybe half of it. Let's play a bit with, yeah. Cool. Just small adjustments to our light. Yeah, here we go. Just too much of this additional light. Yeah, maybe 4. Cool. Okay, let's add this Yeah, it's interesting. Another thing we can add to focus on this guy head is just one idea came to me just on the go, like stone gems to put in his eyes, nose, and forehead, like to make it interesting. Let's make. Okay, let's switch it off for some time. Okay, this is going to be our stone gem. Face, extrude face. And shift right click bevel edge. Perfect. Material, let's make a new material. Okay, same standard surface, and glass 75%. Let's make it red. Yeah, actually blue is fine. Perfect. Okay, another thing, let's make a small light source inside of that gem. Yeah, blue like this, little dark, intensity. Let's group it. Center violet, okay. Just press F. So this is my idea. Okay, let's see our, yeah, they're here. Okay, here are our stones, and third one, third eye, kind of. Cool. Let's see what we have. Cool. Just little less of this blue white. Maybe even like this. Yeah. One zero less. Cool. Okay, and I was just checking, some strange message came. Okay, no problem. All right. Yeah, that interesting robot we can add as well to our, like a robot satellite of our this guy. Let's stop our render for a bit. Okay. Let's start it from their box. I just thought to make something like this, like inspired by this, not exactly the same shape, but interesting, something going to be base for our painting later. Okay. Yeah, let's switch off the soft selection. Yeah. Edge, select edge and make it like this. Okay. Extrude face like this. Okay, cool. Extrude face, just some, again, some small manipulations on the last iteration. Okay, this file is going to be over here. Let's change it to the object, yeah, to rotate the object according to object axis. Oops, sorry. I again felt I'm using Mac, so just mistakenly pushed the wrong hotkey. Again, sorry. Yeah, alright. This is the start button. It's not command. Okay, let's continue to work on our Explorer robot Explorer. Cool, look how it's happening over here. All is fine. Let's just copy and duplicate it and group it. Ctrl D, Ctrl G. This is the buttons I pressed. So if you use any other 3D Max or Blender or whatever XSI, just Google it. All these tools is, I believe, almost similar in every software, and just you can ask ChatGPT how to do this or that thing. Okay, let's group this fella. And give him some similar material like from this fella. Just right button and graph materials on viewport selection. So, and you will get it, and you will get it in a graph editor, so you can use it later. Like, for example, selecting this guy and assign material to viewport selection. Done. Let's duplicate it and get smaller. Create a white source like this. Red white is fine. Let's check what we have in our render view. Sorry. Cool. I like that. What is happening? Okay, let's just duplicate this white source, white, and let's reduce a bit dot half of intensity, and this fella, yeah, just maybe like this. We can add some hologram over here, the red one that explains something. Also could be interesting to make. Yeah, and here we go. Here we have our render. Let's copy this part again. Okay, press F. Ctrl G. Cool. Yeah, perfect, amazing. And okay, let's adjust a little bit this light. Oh, like this. All right. You have a cool shot now. Like a base sketch for the painting it over in Photoshop. Like maybe we can move it like this. And to reduce this one. Control A, yeah, just let's make it 1. Okay, cool. What if we make it blue? Yeah, like this. Yeah, let's leave it red, and it's define these foreground and breaks apart these 2 points, this fella and this middle ground and foreground. Just one more thing we can do, yeah. Okay. Let's check and render it, the final shot. I mean, for the overpaint. Yeah, like this, much better. Just want to find the best camera angle. Oops. Let's group all these. Okay, fine, let's render it and just increase the camera samples. Like 8 is perfect, even 7 is fine, and 4K the resolution. Here we go. We have our render on the alpha channel, so we can use it as a layer in our Photoshop file. Just I thought, decrease a bit this. Maybe 2. Here, 5. Yeah, light intensity is and this light I thought to make this color. Increase it. Yeah. Here we go. We have a good base render of the character, and we can paint the rest of the stuff and work a bit on the render. So yeah, it's a good beginning for the light and shadow reference. Good reference, I would say. Just want to adjust the light